Traders. Good morning, good morning. How you guys doing this morning? Beautiful day in the neighborhood. See what we got today. It's been a exciting day. Yesterday I had to leave a little early. I took what was it? Three trades. I had one winner and two losers. Let me see if I can pull it up here. And the one winner would have covered the losers, but I didn't hold it long enough. And that's something that I've always had to work on, and I'm gonna have to really work on that. Just holding the winners, holding the winners. Usually when I get in a trade, um, you know, especially if you've lost before, and you get in a trade and it's like, it starts moving up. I'm just trying to take some profit. You know what I mean? But 1 second, guys. I'm getting a phone call here. No, never mind. I'll take that later. But yeah, anyway, I tend to take my profits too soon. When it's a stock that, man, I miss out on like dollars, man. I've missed out on dollars if you add everything up. And but yeah, anyway, let me see if I can pull it up here. My trades from yesterday. Well, it's not let me see here. It's not letting me show because it was yesterday, and I've reset the platform. Let me see here. It looks like CRBP is also heading up. Let's see. Take a look here. So anyway, I took three trades. I don't even honestly, I can't remember the stocks. But one trade was like freaking $7 winner. Then the other two equaled like $61 in a loss. So I ended up the day like negative 53. But with commissions, it was like negative $87. That's what I do remember. Um, yeah. So anyway, I took it was yes, it was kind of it was very I wouldn't say choppy. Well, it was a lot of I want to call them false breakouts because something like what you're seeing here now, where with this ALT, they break up, but they're not holding like the stocks of last week. Like the BPTHs and the ATOSs and old stocks. It's not holding up the same. Yeah, they're breaking up. So if you could catch it coming up, definitely that's a good thing, and that's good if you could catch it coming up. But you know, for those that are thinking that these plays are gonna be like last week, where they would hold, they would go up, have a small pullback, but then continue up. That's not happening, and that's what got caught me in it yesterday. I'm thinking that the momentum is still heavy, and I'm jumping in the stocks, and then they're going the other way. So just be careful of that. When you're trading in this market environment, the market environment. One thing I learned is it changes often. It changes often, meaning 1 minute you'll have stocks that are strong and they hold their gains, because it's a bullish market. So it'll stop here, but it'll keep going up. And then there's another period of time or cycle. It goes in cycles. Another cycle where stocks will break up and fall back down. Then there's other cycles where stocks just simply go down without even having these breakouts or gaps. So there's different, uh, cycles in the market here. So you know what I mean. You have to kind of identify it quickly. That's what I'm learning. You have to identify it quickly and then act on it, because that's basically what the market is. It's a market full. It's just like the charts. The market is like patterns. You have to keep up with it and keep up with the patterns of the market. and it goes through these cycles. I've been doing it over 2 years, well, 2 years now, but I've been actually watching the markets for longer than that. But I actually started my short trader where I was able to day trade. I started that exactly 2 years ago, last month, February. Started 2017, February 2017. But I've been around and I've been watching the markets for maybe like 4 years total, 5 years total. And that's what I noticed. You have those periods. So, but the only thing is identifying them. Sometimes you could, our minds get stuck in the mind frame of whatever we were winning in at that time. So, if you're seeing plays that were continuing up, that's what your mind kind of looks for. Even though the market could be changing right in front of your eyes, and they're not, that pattern is no longer valid. So one thing also I learned is you have to have multiple strategies. That's just the honest truth. You can stick with one, but like I said, because of how the market goes through these uh let's see here. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. When the market goes through these cyclical patterns, you know, like in a cycle, recurring patterns, you have to be aware of them. Anyway, today I see ALT that is moving. It's pulled back somewhat, but it is kind of holding this area, this 390 area, this 350, 350 and above. It's holding it right now, um, which is always a good sign when it can hold up at these areas and not just simply fall off. So I'll keep an eye on that. Right now, let's see anything else really going on. It's a couple. It's just ATOS. I wouldn't play it myself because I'm done with it. Some stocks, it's like okay, this stock is beating down. Even if it is moving up, it just some stocks just are beating up, and I just stay away from them. We like fresh blood, man. I like fresh blood over here. You know what I mean? Or something that has been revived from the dead from a long time ago. Where it had time to kind of. And this was actually a recent reverse split not too long ago. As you can see, well, I know seventh. That was in September. Wow, I knew it was a reverse split, but I knew it was that far back. Yeah, guys. So today I gotta try to straighten out those wrongs from yesterday. The key to it all is obviously learning from your mistakes, learning something from it. Now, if you just make the mistake and you don't know why it happened, or then you got some work to do. You got to go figure out why it happened, or what you could do differently next time. And that's what I actually got to do here. I looked over that trade yesterday. I didn't have much time to do so because I had to leave out. Uh, but I got a good idea of what I did wrong, and I'm gonna work on that today. Right now, this ALT is at a period of indecision right now. The reason I say that, if you look, you see the red, you see the green, 5 minute candles, you see the red, then you see the green again, then you see the red, green, red, green. So it really doesn't know what it wants to do. So I wouldn't make a call on this either way. It can go up or it can go down, but you want to look for something that's easier for you to figure out. Now it is having this overhead downtrend, so you might want to look for it to break out over that, or even a red to green move at this point because it's so far none of the reds, none of the greens have coming over the red in quite some time. So that may be something you can, maybe a trade you can make. So right now it's making a descending triangle formation. So In that case, you kind of look for it to break to the downside, usually. But that's not always the case. But that's usually a bearish pattern. The descending triangle is usually bearish. Most of the percentage of it is bearish. So you like 70% chance of it being bearish. So you do have that 30% or whatever percent chance that it can go up, but that's just the likelihood of it. All right. So right now, that's pretty much the only thing on my scanners. I can take a look at a lot of lower volume stocks and just see what's going on here. You got this CRBP. It has news this morning. Got a price target of $28 a share by Oppenheimer. But I mean, the stock to me it has 64 million shares in the float, so I wouldn't really mess with it. It doesn't move the way you want it to move. Let's see if this ALT is gonna break. See what it does in this. See what it does with this descending triangle, guys. We all can watch it together. We all can watch it together. Let me straighten this up a little. So that way we all could see how it reacts. But keep in mind, right now it's under the VWAP. So that's another bearish signal. Not to say that's gonna be, but it's all things leading to it being. I see MBEV popping up on the scanners here. MBEV. Let's see what this is about. MBEV has jumped up on the scanners. Let's take a look. Let me see if it's tradable for me. It is tradable, but with a restriction of how many shares you could get. So you can get 33% margin rate. So right now, yeah, that descending triangle is in fact showing currently a breakdown. Like I said, that's currently, but it could change at any moment. MBEV, what is this? MBV. It has no news, not that we could see anyway. Maybe they have a filing. Let me just go ahead and check the website and see if they have a filing going on. Sometimes you don't see news, but you will see a filing, and you have to dig deeper for that. You're not gonna just see that on the surface, unless you have a. Where is my? Where is my? There it is. So they have filed an 8K this morning. As you can see, the Form 8K as of March 19, 2019. This is the date of its earliest events reported. So you can see here, and that's New Age Beverage Corporation. So there you have it. That's why it's moving. Although you don't see news here, that's why you have to sometimes dig deeper. If you really want to be doing this stock thing, you got to put in that work, and you wouldn't see that if you're just looking at the news here or some of the news streams. So they did file an 8K. I didn't get a chance to go through it. So they will give a corporate presentation, and they will upload the presentation to its website. That's what it's telling us now. And from what it's saying, yeah, it's gonna that presentation is gonna happen today. So that's there you have it. So they're gonna have a presentation. I can't short it, so I'm not gonna mess with it. But yep, that's the news on it. Presentation. Let's see what else is going on in the market. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out because right now it's kind of slow. Not necessarily slow. You have ALT, um, and you have a lot of other ones that are moving, but they don't have any volume yet. They have like 10,000 shares traded or 20,000 shares traded, but they are gapping. You do have some gappers. AFMD. This would have been a good short if we could have caught it up top here. But anyway, that's my video for today. I got some things to take care of anyway, so I can't stick around too long. And I'll see you guys next time. And if I make some trades today, I'll try to upload them. I got some errands to run again, but I'll try to get it in today. And I'm actually starting. Wow, look at this MBV boy, it's falling off a cliff. Gee, didn't take long there, buddy. It did it. I mean, it's just a complete and utter sell-off here. If any, hopefully there wasn't any bears in here. I'm sorry, any bulls in here. Anybody going long up here? And if you did, you could have made 20 cents. But look at the loss. You would have lost 50. So you could make 20 on the upside because it jumped from like the 560 area to the 580 area. But to the downside, it's. But if you look, it has the moving averages right above, so I wouldn't have touched it anyway. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.